Oh, look at your little head. You look so cute. Wanna say hello? Hello. Oh God, ow. We've all seen how weirdly obsessed people can be with Stanley cups, right? Adults, children alike, not blaming an age group because it's everyone. We've seen people run into stores, like sprint into stores. Never find me sprinting. To grab like limited editions, limited releases, Valentine's Day, whatever it be. People falling over, people stepping over other people just to get their hands on these Stanley cups, whether it's to resell them for profit. We've seen kids open up a Stanley cup and crying at Christmas. Not crying at Christmas, crying on Christmas Day because they got a Stanley cup. Children crying because they have an overpriced thermos cup. Anyway, but listen, this is stressful, right? People would be lining up outside stores at like 3 o'clock in the morning. What if I told you, all you Stanley Cup collectors out there, you don't have to do that anymore. You can let someone else do all the hard work for you. And I'm not talking repurchasing a product that's being sold for triple online. You can rent a Stanley Cup now. Yeah, you can go into Facebook Marketplace. You can find a Stanley Cup that you like. You can rent it for about $5 to $10 and take pictures with it. Ugh. This TikTok user, I'm gonna read out their username because it's E4STDSIDM4R posted about their like utter confusion. And I get it. I get the confusion and the like, oh, what's happening to the world? After seeing an ad on Facebook Marketplace for someone renting out their Starbucks Stanley Cup.
Can somebody tell me why someone is selling selfies with their pink Starbucks Stanley Cup on Facebook? I have a pink Stanley Cup available for photo shoots. Selfies with it are $5 and I can meet at the mall during the day. Message me to book a time. I'm literally booked up all afternoon on Wednesday. Like, and they're booked up? How desperate are y'all?
They said, can someone tell me why someone is selling selfies with pink Starbucks Stanley on Facebook, that she asked. So the idea is they are gonna rent, so this is a Stanley. I'm gonna rent this out to you. It's gonna be $5. And you can have it for like, I actually don't know how the rest works, but $5 for selfies. A selfie is gonna cost you $5 for a picture with a cup. Listen, I can Photoshop you a pretty convincing one. Pretty convincing picture of you holding a cup, if you like. You know what? I'll do it for $4. And you don't even have to leave the house. Okay, I can kind of maybe speak to this particular Stanley Cup, right? Why somebody would be charging $5 for a picture with this Stanley Cup, because no one's gonna be paying to take a picture with my grayscale Stanley, right? The reason this one in particular, people are charging for it, and can I add, actually purchasing this, buying time with the cup. I came across this while researching my other Stanley Cup video, right? Like why people were so obsessed with it. This is a limited edition. I hate that I know this. This is a limited edition Starbucks Stanley Cup. Very limited quantities, right? As a bit of a Stanley Cup expert, but also not at all, I can understand, no, I can't understand why people are paying for it, but why they might, why Stanley fans are paying for this one. There was a pink Stanley Cup released recently. A Starbucks one, very limited release, but this is a previous one. It's more of a peach than pink. And just like the Valentine's Day cups, this cup had people queuing up, arguing, getting into possible fights with pregnant people. It also had one guy literally jumping over the Starbucks counter, come out of line, jumped over, jumped at the worker, and tried to grab barista? And tried to grab some Starbucks cups. I only saw this because if you don't know Kiki Chanel, she is an amazing content creator here on YouTube. I forgot what it was called. Amazing videos. I love her content, and she did a video on Stanley Cups. She managed to catch someone's live stream on TikTok, queuing up with the cups, getting ready to buy it, and they witnessed this whole thing of this guy stealing the cups. I'll link the full video down below so you can watch it. But again, these people who purchase these cups, there's resellers, so they'll buy in bulk or they'll go store to store. They can charge almost triple the price for these cups. There are Stanley Cups online for almost $300 when they're like, what, 40 to 80? I don't even know.
So I was scrolling on Facebook Marketplace, like I usually do, and I noticed this. Hold on. Someone near me is charging $10 for people to take a selfie with a Stanley Cup. Right. So I decided to just keep scrolling down on Marketplace, and I just kept seeing more and more. Like this one, a pink Stanley cup for $300. But it gets better. Another one for $400. Are y'all out of your fucking mind? Like, and like I'm just not understanding what's going on. What's going on? Like, Stanley cups are not that rare to be selling for $400, right? Like, these are not rare. These are like mass produced, aren't they? I'm just not understanding like the consumerism craze, especially when there's other cups like Yeti, which are just as good or better. Hey, bitch, I used to have a Yeti tumbler and I would put ice in it on a Monday and the ice would still be there the next Sunday. And isn't Stanley having like this whole lead poisoning scandal right now? I don't know. I just never have seen the world go this cuckoo over a tumbler before. A cup. Like, are these supposed to be collectibles or something? I don't know. Bitch, what?
And some people resort to, you know, breaking the law for it. We had that lady in my previous video, my weird news one, about the lady who stole 80 Stanley cups or something like that and was going to sell them for a profit. She would have made huge money. This isn't the only ad for a selfie with a Stanley cup though. I told you about the newest pink limited edition Starbucks one recently. There's an ad for that as well, but it's $10. You know, it's more expensive because it's more recent, I assume. It does make me wonder how this works. Like how say, so you come to I meet you. So a lot of these adverts are like, meet me outside Walmart. Let's say we meet me outside Walmart on Turkey Leg Road, which is, there is a Walmart on Turkey Leg in Florida, right? Am I right? What is it called? I used to go there all the time. And I'll be there with my Stanley. So I'm standing outside Walmart and I see you. You hand me $5 or you've paid already. Like, well, there's my Stanley. What now? Do you have 5 minutes? Is it one selfie per $5? Like, what's the situation? But also, what's to stop you from just hitting me over the head and running away my Stanley cup? We've seen people do violence for these cups. Why would you not just beat me and take my cup? Not that I'm saying beat people for their Stanley cups. And like, no one's really like, yeah, you know, no one's really admitting to paying for time with a Stanley cup. But I would be interested to see how that works out. Like, $5 for how many selfies? Can I sit in a car? Can I, you know, is it different locations? Because it's meant to be your Stanley, right? So is it like a location day? I would love to know someone's experience, but who's really going to pay? For research, I would pay for it and see what happens, but no one's doing it in the UK yet. So that's a Stanley Cup situation. The infatuation, I have never seen somebody rent something out just for photo opportunities. That is something, that's a utensil. You know, is a cup a utensil? Kind of? I don't know. You know what I mean. Like, you wouldn't be like, oh, guys, my limited edition frying pan is here. $5. You can take as many selfies as you like. It is strange, it is weird, and it is queer. And I don't get it. I don't get why. The fact that people are paying to be seen with a cup tells me that the cup is a, status symbol. I have the latest cup. My brain's gonna bleed. I can't talk about it anymore. Let me know your opinions down below. Answer me this. Think about the thing that you collect, if you collect anything. Something, it has to be an object, not a person, so don't collect people. But if, say I collect postcards, and a super limited edition, I don't know how postcards work. Do you still make postcards? Limited edition postcard comes out and you're like, oh, I didn't get it. You see someone online and like, I'm gonna charge you £5. You can come and touch it and have a picture with it. Would you do it? But if it was something you really, really loved, let me know down below. I'll be very interested. I personally can't think of anything that I would pay £5 for, object-wise, to take a picture with. A person, if I was meeting a celebrity or someone from a TV show I really liked and it was like Comic-Con, then maybe, sure. Let me save you, please. Yeah, there you go. Aww. Thank you for joining me. I'm a bit blurry, but my dog's on my lap and I can't move because she's a princess. I'll see you in the next one.